guess that is why they did it. They did it so that the riffraff would not get back here. This is the road I think you take to the condo. See, here's County Farm Road. County Farm Road continues, but it breaks where that woods is. And you know what? I don't really... don't really know where I'm at. Because these roads curve and everything, unless you live back here, you don't know where you're at. The condo might be right up here. I think this is it right here. Isn't that something? It took that much work to find it. I lived right here. I think this is where I lived right here. There's a lot of buildings that look like this. Yeah, I think this is it. This is where I used to live, I think. One of these buildings. 1460. 1462. Looks like they're taking care of the buildings. 1464. There's 1482. I think I lived right here. This is where I lived for a little over a year. I think this was my entrance right here, 1486. That's where I used to live, right there. I used to live in the back. I used to park right here. I used to park right in one of these spots, like one or two here. There's a temple back here. But this is where I lived. I found it. That's where I lived. It was a nice place to live. I mean, you can tell that this is a nice place to live. It's like home. And there's a temple back here. Oh, this goes into nothing. This dead ends. Well, I have to go back out the way I came in, I guess. Oh, these people are ready to pull out. I better pull forward. This is the overflow spots, I think. You had two spots, and then you had an overflow area where people could park, and this is the overflow. Guests could park here if you had company from out of town or something like that. Or they could park in your second spot. If you have two cars, though, which I did for a little while, then you took those spots. The temple might be right there, right across the lake. Well, we can drive by the place again. It's a nice, peaceful place, quiet. It's quieter here than Necedah. We can drive by through the back. This is the back part. There's my old back porch. That's it right there. I don't know how much is visible on. I used to be on the lower level. And then I walked through here. This is where I walked through to get to the woods. I walked down this. I came out through here. And I walked either through this road or that one. And I got to the went through the school ground. There was a trail to walk on. It was easy to walk, but it was kind of pleasant going through the woods. I mean, this is a nice area to live. There is a slight chance of flooding here, though. That's one drawback. I think I might have walked down this. I don't think it's changed any. It's just that I don't remember, you know, the details. It's not a real easy place to navigate. And the funny thing about it is I got in a bike accident, and the people called. I was on County Farm Road, and the people called. Some people from work saw it, and they called the cops, and they caught the guy. He hit me and run. And the bike was damaged, and they made the guy give me some money. They caught him, and kind of unusual, I mean, because he disappeared. He hit me and ran. And they caught him, and I took the bike home, and somebody took my bike off my off my back porch. Somebody took my bike. So I am saying that they do this circumnavigating here to keep criminals out, but I don't know, did it really work, or I think we came in on McCormick. So that's a tour of where I used to live. We might have to go back. Okay, this is Schaffner up here. Is it or not, or is this a dead end? Oh, jeez. There's the Forest Preserve. I mean, they have forest preserves out here. This might be Schaffner up here. That's one thing they did, which was smart, is they set aside land. They set aside land for this. It's nice that they did that, because they've really, in other areas, they've overbuilt, and it's just all housing, and I'm glad they set some stuff aside. They probably still didn't set enough aside, but somebody thought, and they set some land aside for nature. I mean, these trees are bigger than the ones we have, because there's better soil here, and it's a little warmer. So that's a tour of where I used to live. It's a nice area. I mean, if I hit the jackpot, I'd be tempted to move back here. It's a nice area, and there's a Sikh temple. Just you could see it across the lake there. And I used to come out up here when I walked at this red light, and I'd cross the street right up here and walk to work. This is where I came out, right here at this this green light here. I'd cross right here, and I'd walk through here to the right. I'd walk through there. Is this still a Target? Yeah, it is. It's still a Target. There's a Kohl's. The Kohl's was there before. Target's still here. But I lived straight to my right. That's where I lived, straight back. It's just that you got to take a snake's path to get there. It's a winding way, and they still didn't really take care of all the crime, did they? But I mean, I had a printer taken out of my car. I guess I was a little naive to think that it was safe. I mean, I had a printer in my